Anyway, just like America saying one nation under God, um, you mean government authorized delusion? One nation under the government authorized delusion? The GOD? That's like saying one nation under the DOD. But you know the DOD is a Department of Defense. So, or something like that. And it's just something, some project, that was doing something for me. There's lots of projects. I think there was a DUUD or DUN or something like that. Or DON, it's just a name, just like Unit 731. Just like, yeah. Somebody had to call him something, I guess. I mean, like I said, SS stands for Lucifer and my middle initial S and star. That's why ships were called SS. Sea ship? Is that what you thought they meant? Now, it's the initial of the owner of the manufacturer. And like I said, my ships were originally called LS, but there were too many people trying to pretend like they were my name. They would come and they would walk into my buildings and into my offices every day trying out a different name, trying to guess my name. And my people were just telling them, no, that's not the owner. No, that's not the owner. You know, that's not the owner's name. Because there's all these people going saying, yes, I'm Lucifer Star, and it's like, no, you're not. We know who Lucifer Star is. So anyway, so that's what that all meant. That's what SS means. It stands for Lucifer Star. It's just my middle S. Anyway, I built starships too. I'm the creator of 12 races. Now, I don't know who you talk to. No, they're not really a credible person to believe. At least not much more than Richard Nixon or Ricardo Nixon or Nishin, or who has a parapsychology, a degree in a PhD or a doctorate. Actually, back then it was doctorates. Richard Nixon might have had a doctorate in psychology, parapsychology, and meteorological physics or something. And no, he was just paid or just lying for himself. Now, it wasn't anything more than a piece of paper. That's why we started doing accredited schools. You know, so yeah. Now, you can just print up those things in a printer and hang them on the wall. About 5 or 6 years ago, we started checking out doctors' offices, and it turns out that half of the degrees on the walls were nothing more than printed, and not even by a accredited school. It was just lies. In fact, there was doctors actually even practicing medicine that had no training at all. But they were still charging as if they were doctors. They just figured no one would notice. Or they would pay like another doctor who was a real doctor less money and just skim off the top to say, why, yes, this is my doctor's office. And it's like, no, you just rent the building and try and touch on women's boobs. You know, there are all these women that found out that these doctors they went to go see, and the doctors would be touching their boobs and stuff like that, and then they would find out that they weren't really the plastic surgeon or the surgeon that were going to do the operation, and they would get to the hospital, and another doctor would be there and be like, "Who are you?" And it's like another guy's like, "Well, I'm the real doctor." Oh no, he just rents the building. Yeah, you let him what? Oh, he was supposed to take pictures of him. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, you what? You had sex with him? No, I'm sorry. You're still going to be charged the same amount. No, that's too bad. I mean, there's all these people. You could just, oh, the sign? The things on the wall, you mean the printed documents that anyone can just print out in a printer? You mean the sign that you can just have made anywhere in Germany or any other country? It looked official, so you believed them. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I never had to deal with any of this stuff myself. I paid people to do this kind of stuff, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was having some things checked on and looked at, and that's why my government or my people wanted to be in my country, because we actually had accredited doctors and we actually didn't allow people like Richard Nixon to run around. But at some point in time, yeah, there was Rodney and Rick Bush, and eventually they thought that they could be the council in the sky or the judges, and then they would pass judgment on Lucifer. And he has been found guilty of, I don't know, being the creator. It's like, there's all these people that, so anyway, I just make these messages and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, and there's all these people, he's crazy, he's crazy, he's crazy, he's crazy. It's like, I feel bad for the Irish. Actually, no, I don't feel bad for the Irish. I love the Irish. But I mean, yeah, they had to deal with it too. People like Richard Nixon and, yeah, complete wackos, if you ask me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where they get this stuff either. I mean, and Rodney was running around as my voice or my lungs or my dick into the world. I was like, what are you, my dick? Like, Mom's like, I'll be your eyes and Rosella will be your ears. And what's Rodney going to be, my dick? And then Rodney's like, we'll just say that they possesses us and then we'll be able to do whatever we want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's like, that's going to really work? How many drugs have you had, Rodney? And they were doing this stuff. Then planning to kill me, of course. So, yeah, it didn't really work out for them. And then they were trying to pay somebody to do a drive-by when I was at school or something, or just do a drive-by when I was walking down the street, or run a car into me or something. I don't really know. Like, they were running into people's cars claiming it was an accident, and then my people were looking at the cars and they're like, these are race cars with crash cages and everything. These aren't accidents. I was like, yeah, okay. Which is actually not much better than the Stomp group getting their little daughters, their 15-year-old daughters. Yeah, darling. Yeah, just go and just flirt with him. You don't have to have sex with him. And the girls are like, why not? And I'm like, I love you. I mean, the girls are like, why not? He has cars and money and stuff. Why wouldn't I have sex with him? And I'm like, atta girl. Like, yes. Anyway, and I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, I don't know. Like I say, if you're 15 years old and you want to go have sex with some guy, that's fine with me. Like I said, it's like they don't really have any power. They're idiots. They've been lying to everyone for years. And I'm making these messages just to straighten it out because, yes, well, see, I am Lucifer Star, the real one. And Rodney and Rick Bush and all these other idiots are like, blah, 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 blah. They've been doing that for years and years and years and years. And in the old days, they were doing even more psychotic things, like actually having people killed. And it's like, it doesn't really work. It didn't work. Like I say, I'm just on vacation. They just happened to cross my name because I told them it. Anyway, and they're just like, I said Rodney got addicted to drugs, and somebody was like, Rosalie's just a stupid bitch that believed in Rodney's dick or something. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, I named a battleship after Rodney, and so he was going, I'm Admiral Rodney. They're gonna make me President Rodney. And it's like, Rodney, you're an idiot. I just did that to be nice. And then later on, Rodney was trying to say, he was the inventor of the steam engine, or inventor, or some great general, and it's like, I just named a ship after you, fucking idiot. So, and there's all these people that are like, no one believes them. Like, who is saying this? The stomp group? The people who are stomping on rich people on their chest? And they're like 30, yeah, we were all standing on the board, so we're all equally guilty. Charge us all. And I'm like, okay, lock them all up. What, you didn't think we can charge everyone together? Actually, I think I told Jeremy to just go ahead and kill them. I was like, yeah, that's just blatant abuse. Just kill them. Like after a while, I was just tired of all this stuff, and I just told Germany or whoever. I said, yeah, if you kill them, I don't care. Like how many people they killed? 30 people together? Okay, well then just kill them. Like you don't have to go to court or nothing. You can just go shoot them in the head. So I mean, other people were taking it up on themselves to go ahead and just take care of these psychotic people or stupid people. Like I mean, hey, like I said, I'm the true creator and the true leader and the true Lord. So I mean. If you feel the need, if you see one of these people running out there like doing any of this bullshit stuff, like, and you feel like you want to kill them, I don't care. I don't even consider it a crime. That's not even a crime. You don't even need evidence. You like I would say the gang members and all that other stuff. If you see some 80-year-old guy, 80-year-old like a group of 80-year-olds like trying to club you to death with baseball bats or trying to poison you or kill you, and you want to kill them, feel free, man. Feel free. Like, that's not, in the eyes of the Lord, we will be forgiven. It's like, no, they won't. You mean this, or do you mean the stupid Pope, which is just a guy living inside of an old mine house? Like, yeah, Rodney and Rosalie, they're just, but yeah, there were people that were going to get executed or actually they're going to get tortured and then killed, by my exoskeletons. Those are real. Like I said, the 1.5s and the exoskeletons are real. They're real life forms. They're really in the universe, and they really will grab you and torture the shit out of you. And they really do only follow my commands. So anyway, yeah. So everyone's like, Jesus, bro, this dude, bro, blah, 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 blah. Like, just go tell it to somebody else. It's just like the paparazzi or any fuckhead out there, like the Stomp group. They're just, they have no consequence, they have no power, and basically a lot of them are probably going to get tortured for the rest of eternity, or at least a long ass time. Like I threatened to torture Rodney for a million years, and I could do it. When Rodney dies, he might be tortured, or someone might do it, might take care of him for me. Like, I don't care. Well, actually, no, don't torture Rodney, okay? Yeah, I think I might have said don't do that. Just, I don't know. He's stupid. He's really fucking stupid, okay? So is Rick Bush. Anyway, whatever, So, anyway, they all thought they had power over me or that they could blah, 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 but it didn't exactly work out for them.